In May 2018, when many amongst us caught our first glimpse of the official trailer for Atomic Heart, so many of us were pleasantly surprised by the polished and stylized look of the trailer. The internet lit up with praise, and many heralded it as the next big IP, with a lot of people comparing it to Bioshock. And indeed, looking at that trailer, which you can still find on the official YouTube channel Atomic Heart, you can see why. But the praise wasn't just limited to the fans. No, if you head to the website of the developer Mundfish, you can still find in the what they're saying about Atomic Heart section, people like IGN calling it the coolest trailer of the year, and praise coming from PC Gamer, Polygon, and Gamebyte. That trailer dropped in 2018, and it was well received. So, the question is, what is Atomic Heart, and where is it? Where the hell is Atomic Heart? And that's what I'm looking at today. Hello everybody, I'm McCoy, and welcome to my latest video, and the focus of this video is all about where the hell is Atomic Heart. Now, this one is a game that I am really looking forward to. Being a huge fan of games like Bioshock and first-person shooters, especially with an action RPG element, I could not wait to get my hands on it. And I'm sure if many of you have got this far into the video, you too want to know what the hell is happening with Atomic Heart. Now, before I get started, please remember to throw me a like, as it really helps this video to grow. And also, if you do like videos that focus on missing games, or indeed series that have become defunct, please consider subscribing to my channel. So, in this video, we're going to start off by talking about simply what it is. And then we're going to move on to the rather more controversial element that is its development cycle, because this game has had some bumps in the road already. Okay, so what is Atomic Heart? Well, quite simply put, it's a first-person shooter with an action RPG element. It's set in an alternative Soviet Union around the year 1955. However, the tech revolution has already happened, so we already have things like robots and the internet. The game takes place in a manufacturing plant, and you take control of an mentally unstable KGB agent. So effectively, you're looking at an action RPG filmed in the FPS, running on the Unreal 4 engine with a USSR theme, but an alternative timeline where you're shooting and gunning down robots. How cool does that sound? The game does include shooting weapons and indeed an emphasis on melee weapons, with some elements of weapon crafting, allowing you to use the things you find in your environment, or indeed parts of the robots, to craft new weapons. However, it needs to be said that ammo will be in short supply, so there is a huge element on sneaking, and the game will also come with quick time events. And indeed, in that initial trailer, we also saw some finisher moves, a little bit like something out of Doom. The game will feature underground and above ground locations, some of which are more open, others more confined. It's not hard to imagine why people are comparing it to things like the Metro series, and indeed, obviously, Bioshock. Also, from looking at the trailer, there seems to be some otherworldly kind of elements, and a lot of science fiction aspects to the game. And it's all being developed by Russian developer Mundfish. The game is due to be released on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and Series S, and indeed Microsoft Windows. Now, with this eye-catching trailer and that amazing premise of a game, that's why I'm excited. And now let's move on to the part where I talk about why I'm also a little bit worried about what's going on with this game. Okay, so I mentioned that trailer dropped back in May 2018. However, if you head to the Atomic Heart YouTube channel and you scroll back to their first video, you can see that we received an Atomic Heart teaser trailer in July 2017. And if you look at it, many of the graphics and animation and the world do indeed look much like that trailer that came almost a year later. However, if you move to the end of that trailer, that teaser trailer, you can see that the game was due to be released on Steam, PlayStation VR and Steam VR, which at this point we need to say is rather interesting, because the game now no longer shows any kind of reference to VR. Now, in July 2018, Mundfish released a different game. It came out on PlayStation VR and indeed Steam VR and the Oculus Rift. And this game was called Soviet Lunapark VR. When this game was released, it received 2 updates before being shut down in winter 2018, with some people declaring that this was just a bit of a cash grab or an attempt to raise money to work on the project that they really wanted to work on. So this was that interesting point about that initial teaser trailer for Atomic Heart, which mentioned the VR platforms. Because if you look at Soviet Lunapark, or the images that we've got from it, it looks very much like that initial Atomic Heart trailer. So it's at this point we have to wonder, was the initial intention of Atomic Heart to be a VR game, or did they always want to make the first-person shooter that it will hopefully become? Now, as I mentioned, Soviet Lunapark was shut down in winter 2018, with the developer wishing to focus solely on the Atomic Heart development. Now, roll forward to January 2019, and a 10-minute pre-alpha gameplay trailer was released. And once again, the fans went wild, and this time we could see more of the action and get more idea of what the game was going to be about. And at this point, Mundfish was riding high. But then, something happened. In the same month, in January 2019, a report was published on gaming forum Reset Era that contained all manners of allegations and rumours. Now, we need to say at this point that these were just rumours. However, the rumours cited that the gameplay trailer we received in 2019 was edited, and that the sound that we listened to that sounded oh so welcoming and atmospheric was added later, and that's not what you would be receiving in the game. The rumours went on to say that the AI was broken and didn't react to you. It stated there were huge layoffs, that the management was in disarray, and the whole project was in development hell. Directionless, rudderless, and the game had been rebooted in August 2018. Now, these are, once again, I need to state that these are all rumours. However, this caused huge damage to the reputation both of Atomic Heart and the developer Mundfish. And the developer struck back quickly, stating that all of the allegations were false, and even considered taking legal action against the poster. They even went as far as to invite a leading Russian gaming website's journalist to play the game. And in his feedback, he reported that he managed to play the same game parts from the trailer, and he in fact said that the AI worked and that the entire game ran smoothly, effectively being reassured by the whole experience. He also mentioned that he went on to play other parts of the game that were not seen in the gameplay footage. So that's our first source that dismisses these rumours. The second thing is that legendary level designer Richard the Level Lord Grey, who worked on Duke Nukem 3D and indeed some of the Quake maps, confirmed that he would be working as a spokesperson for the game. And if those two people don't reassure you that this game is still being made and is real, because at the time that this rumour came out, and of course with the Soviet Lunapark fiasco, many people started to think that Atomic Heart would never be produced. There was then a third leading Russian gaming journalist, once again played the game and praised it highly, particularly in the area of the enemy types, saying they were really varied, and indeed the different enemy types form their own sort of ecosystem. So at this point I can say that those 3 individuals have all vouched for the game. Now of course, this year we've had the coronavirus pandemic, which has led to its own form of disruptions. However, many of the issues with this game predate the lockdown periods, and in October 2019 they cancelled the promised beta test and the multiplayer element of the game, which makes me wonder if this game is slightly in development hell and does have a series of issues. The fact they've cancelled parts of the game, and indeed a beta version that they were planning to use to sell the game, makes me wonder if this game does indeed have a few issues. However, with people like Richard Grey involved in the project, I do firmly believe that we will be seeing this game at some point in the future. In what state, I'm not sure. And since the end of 2019, we have got the occasional trickle of information, with indeed our latest update being 2 months ago, when we were treated to some next-gen 4K gameplay, which implies to me they are getting into the final stages of development. I'm going to put my estimate down as being mid to late 2021, or even early 2022 at the very latest. And I can only hope that this game delivers on its initial trailer, because for me, I am hugely excited about this game. However, that brings us to the end of this video. Let me know in the comments below when you expect to see this. Are you excited about it? And what other games are you wondering where the hell it is? Because if you're like me, hurry up Atomic Heart. Come out very soon, because I want to play you on the PlayStation 5. But from me today, This is Roy McCoy, out!